is always, I'm gonna make you better at every FPS game by the end of this video, no matter what. We're just trying to come up with a term for this specific feeling here. Look when I change directions, how I pre-aim to the right, change directions, pre-aim to the left a little bit. The enemy hitbox is actually wobbling. It's not perfectly stationary, even though I'm the only one moving him. There should be zero movement detectable. I'm the only one moving him, but I'm still surprised. When you see someone who has a god tier reaction speed and looks like they're never surprised by the enemy, this is the biggest aspect. If you can react less to your own movement, you can double your reaction speed. You're gonna be using your reaction speed once per movement instead of twice per movement. You're gonna react to half as much stuff. You'll need to use your reaction speed once instead of twice. We can watch this at every distance and it's gonna be different. So you know what I'm talking about. We just need to create a word for this feeling. So I want you guys to work with me. Maybe we'll come up with like a term that we all like and it sticks. Or you're gonna have to come up with your own term that sticks. Ideally, you just need something really catchy for yourself. I do think if you shared this with a friend and you talked about it, you had something that you guys could both share, it would be deeper in both of your subconscious. Here we are, just moving around this guy. And that hitbox is moving. That hitbox should not move. It should spin because I'm moving around him, but it should not move. And so that's making me angry. It's making me cringe. It's making my body actually heat up. It's like, damn, until I watched myself at 11% speed, I wasn't as aware. It's just nasty. The term that pops in my head is shiftance, because like, especially when I shift directions, depending on the distance, I'm gonna be more or less surprised. Like close range, it looks like I'm a lot more surprised. Long range, it looks like it's happening a little bit less, even though every pixel at long range matters 10x more. Clearly aiming away from the center here and off of him. Either way, we don't have a term for this. Shiftance is, I guess, my term that I'm coming up with right here. And so maybe I'll just shiftance, you know, whenever I feel it, it can pop in my head. So the real habit that we're trying to build here, guys, is to have our subconscious kind of speak in these terms, kind of have this term live rent free in your mind. That's why I want you to talk about this with somebody else, so that like if you can explain it to another person, it's going to go deeper in your mind, and then you guys are going to be able to talk about it and it will be like 10x deeper in your mind. So you just want to automatically reflect on this thing. You know, next time you play your FPS game and you die, I want this to be part of your reflection automatically without thinking about it. So your quest could be make a term for this after watching this video, or little bonus, do what I'm doing in this video. You know, just move around an object or a bot, record yourself, watch it really slow, and actually get that feeling of self-reflection, cringe, and realization. I'm cringing at myself right now because I'm watching myself in slow-mo. That cringe is actually in my body. So where in my body is this cringe? This cringe is like here. What color is this cringe? It's like a green. The term is shiftance. How else can I describe this sensation of it goes from my sternum to my head, kind of these two spots. If it was a shape, it would be really like a bendy cloud. Okay, so just schizo post about that sensation it gives you when you watch yourself in slow-mo. And yeah, I mean, that's just a little bonus. So that's pretty much the video, guys. If you just get in the habit of doing this really good and you're not surprised by your own movement, then yeah, if you become a shiftance god, everything's gonna be easier. If you can get 10% better at this, every other aim skill is going to benefit exponentially. So I cannot emphasize this enough. This is like kind of the most important thing that I ever realized that I needed to teach people when I was coaching, because it makes everything harder universally. If you suck at this even a tiny bit, if you're not like 99% perfect at this, is really worth it to just focus on it for a little bit. So do the very least, make a term for it. Let me know what your term is. Let me know if you steal my term. That's chill too. Shiftance is pretty sticky, right? But yeah, let me know what you think of this video. Super obvious, no dirt, right? But yeah, love you. Peace out.
Love you.